They're 3-bay covered hoppers with elongated hatches. Doesn't give you a specific size or anything. Microtrains has always made pretty good stuff. As far as I recall, I've never had any major issues with them. I've always been pretty happy with them. These little guys here, MSRP, they're all a little bit different, it looks like, based on the railroad. For instance, the CSX is $29.80. The Southern Pacific is $30.90. But you can expect at Hiawatha Hobbies to spend about $25 on these. So we'll put them on the track. Nice free rolling cars. There we go. So we're going to leave those run for a second here. This is my first time really reviewing N-scale equipment. If I get enough interest, I'm happy to do O-scale, G-scale, etc. As long as it's available at the hobby shop, I can get it. So these cars are made in America with magnetic couplers. They've got some of that prototype information in here. For instance, the Union Pacific with the SP on there was built in 1980 with Barber roller bearing trucks. And the region was the West. It's kind of neat that Microtrains has some information on the back of these containers about that. Kind of neat, helps you if you're prototype modeling and you want to be really specific about the equipment and rolling stock that you have in your layout and you're not too familiar with it. That's actually a really neat little feature. The UP ran from the 80s to the present, and then this car, the CSX, is actually from 2009 to the present, but it was built in the 70s. So maybe it was updated. Looks like it's got the new safety stripes on both cars. Very good detail all the way around. They seem to be rolling just fine. I believe that these are plastic couplers and plastic wheels. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the N-scale stuff, but I do belong to an N-scale club that travels around, and it's quite a bit of fun. So as soon as I get them around over here, we'll put them on the turntable and take a good look at them. Alright, you can see a few more of the details on here. You can see there isn't a whole lot of underbody detail, just the hatches, some minor stuff. You can see some of the rivets and whatnot underneath there. But overall, the car looks very good. If there's something you want me to cover with N-scale reviews that I'm not covering, please let me know. I'd be happy to go over it. I'll admit, what I'm surprised by is the detail on the parts that are on here. For instance, that brake wheel looks pretty nice, even for as small as it is. You got nicely molded on details there. You got the train line air hose going across the bottom. You still have all your lettering and stuff, the modern safety stripes. And yep, looks like plastic wheels and plastic couplers. I know some people like to upgrade them, some people don't care, they run just fine. These are not see-through steps, which is fine. I'm used to it in HO scale. I'm sure old scalers have had it for years. But they do look very good. There's a nice texture to them. Those hatches are nice. Good detail on those. I don't know if they open or not, but I'm not going to try. But overall, I think that these cars are really nice. I'd be happy to have them on my layout. The trucks look really good. And I think for $29 and in that area, $20 to $31, or $29 to $31, I think is a good price. And of course, at your local hobby shops, you might get a different discount. But at Hiawatha Hobbies in Waukesha, Wisconsin, you can pick these up for about $25 a piece. I apologize if the video is shaky. After shooting with the tripod and the light and that round table I made, I saw that there's way too much glare, so I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. So these are the hoppers on loan from Hiawatha Hobbies for review. The Southern Pacific and CSX models here. Not as much detail as I'm accustomed to, but still overall very nice, especially for cast and detail. The roof walks look really good. On both of these models, the hatches are very nice. The details that are separately applied, like the brake wheel, look amazing. And yes, they are plastic wheels and plastic couplers, but I don't think that's going to harm the operation any. I think that they ran just fine without any issues. Average detailing on the bottom. With N-scale, I don't know how detailed that it gets, but you can see the rivets underneath. The hatches all look really sharp and crisp. The detail that is there is amazing. So these have the modern stripes and whatnot on the sides for the safety stripes. I don't think that they're reflective, but they do look pretty good.